Hey guys, what's up? It has been such a long time since I've actually like sat in front of a camera and just given you guys kind of like a life update. We do have like a lot of content rolling in, but it's been a long time since I've really had like story time and just updates and all that stuff. So on this vlog, I wanted to update you guys on my boobs. I wanted to update you on the journey that it took me on, and then just kind of update you on the anxiety vitamins that I'm taking, how my anxiety is, and all that stuff. So, as you guys know, November 5th, 2019, I had my implants removed.
Look at these things, you guys. They're so heavy, it's crazy. I swear I'm gonna be 10 pounds lighter just from having these out. Crazy. They're passing my boobs around. Aren't they heavy? It's crazy.
The healing process was not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It was actually pretty fucking easy. I was sore, of course, and they looked mangled at first, and it was just crazy. But when they went in, because of all the pain that I was having on the left side and the swollenness and the inflammation and everything, the doctor found that my implant scar tissue was growing into my implant and it was folding it in half. I'll insert a picture right here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Also, they removed a chunk of scar tissue that was just as big as the implant. So all the pain, all the stuff that I was going through on my left side was because of that scar tissue. And for a lot of you people that, you know, have had situations with scar tissue, you know that scar tissue is like so toxic for the body, and some scar tissue in breast can cause cancer. So thankfully we haven't had any scares like that. So 2 weeks later, after my surgery, I got the sickest I've ever been in my entire life. I'm pretty sure I had the virus. I'm not gonna say the name because YouTube won't let me, but the one that's going around right now, I'm pretty sure 100% that I had it. I'm talking like I had 102-degree fever for about 5 days straight. I was puking nonstop, nausea like I've never had before. It was so bad. What else, dude? Chills to where I felt like my organs were on ice. I had to lay in hot bathtubs just to like stop shaking, and then when I would get back out, I would still shake anyways. It was like I had never been that sick before. I went to 3 different doctors. I was tested negative for the flu each time, and then a week after that it turned into pneumonia. So I got really super sick right after, and I'm thinking I might have picked that up in the hospital, but it's not confirmed, so I'm not 100%, but you know when you just know, you know. So that happened. During this time, I'm not taking any of my anxiety vitamins, which if you guys had watched my YouTube video prior that I made, I think like last year, I was taking St. John's wort, magnesium, and L-methylfolate because my anxiety was so bad. I mean, it was debilitating. It was just unbelievable. So I'm doing fine, not on medication, on vitamins. When I say medication, I mean vitamins. Not on any vitamins, was cruising through life, got through Christmas without taking any stuff, and then January came. So about a little over 3 months, my anxiety kind of started creeping back around, you know, we had a death very close to home that happened, and in January, around January 25th, I had the first suicidal depression I've ever had in my entire life. I've been waiting to talk to you guys about this because I like to always try to figure shit out before I talk to you guys about it, and I'm just telling you, it hit me all at once. And I don't know if it was because the death was so close to home, because my hormones, my body was still trying to get into a normal groove of having implants in for 13 years, but it was so brutal. And I've never in my life had depression. I've always had really, really bad anxiety, but never had depression to where you just feel completely worthless and you feel like you just don't want to be here anymore. Like, I don't know. It was so bad that I couldn't even go online and like read the comments from you guys that were so sweet and so supportive of just anything that I had dropped or like, you know, videos, because I just didn't want to hear it because I just couldn't, I don't know, I just at that time I couldn't wrap my mind around it, you know, and it was brutal. So a couple weeks after that, that I was going through it, and Mimi was just like, girl, are you pregnant? Mimi's my manager. And I was like, I don't know, you know, maybe. So I didn't think I could get pregnant that easy. So I go to the doctor and they do a urine test, and I don't have any pregnancy hormone in my urine test. And she's like, well, let's do an ultrasound. So she does an ultrasound and she's like, oh yeah. She's like, I see a little sac right here. It's trying to pass in your uterus. And I'm like, okay, great. Does that mean I'm pregnant and I'm having a miscarriage? And she said, well, I can't confirm it until we get your blood test back. So, you know, I had to leave there thinking that I was half having a miscarriage and then I'm still half fucking crazy. But it did give me some relief because I knew that, Villain, do you mind? Do you mind? I'm outside right now and Villain is like, take your time, buddy. Don't worry about me. Okay, you good? Anyways, I left there and it gave me a little bit of relief because then I felt like, okay, this is what's going on. It doesn't have anything to do with the implants. This isn't my new normal, you know? So I had to fly to Kansas City to finish doing the suicide video for you guys while I was awaiting the blood test results. She called me about a week later with the blood test results and she said that I do have HCG levels, but they were lowering, which means that I lost the baby. So I had a miscarriage in January, which was a huge hit to my mental health, and obviously, you know, anybody that's ever been pregnant, I don't think I'm a good candidate for pregnancy at all, because I really sincerely feel like I'm going to be one of those batshit crazy pregnant ladies. And I don't know, some people can handle it. Like, bitches can get fucking knocked up and have like fucking 5 kids in a row and be normal. Like, I don't think I'm not gonna be that type, because the way I felt was so depressed and just so low, and it even followed me for a couple of months. This month, April, is the first month that I haven't had any suicidal thoughts or depression. I just want to let you guys know I would never act on suicide ever, because I was really raised in a Christian household, and I honestly truly believe, let me tell you something, January 25th is when it happened, when it first started happening, and it scared me so bad. It scared me back to Jesus. Jesus is my homeboy. We hang out all the time. I listen to Joyce Meyer every morning. It really helps me, you know, just kind of recenter. I'm still learning how to walk in faith, and I have a long way to go, but I'm telling you right now, and I know a lot of people aren't religious, and that's fine. You can still love Jesus and not be religious, but I'm just telling you guys my truth and what has been helping me. So with that being said, you guys know how I am. When I started feeling like this, I started doing research and I learned about suicidal ideation. I talked to my therapist about it and she really helped me through it. Again, I will never take medication. So what I did was I tried to get back on my St. John's wort, magnesium, and L-methylfolate. It made me so sick. So I don't know if that had anything to do with me taking my implants out or what, but made me super fucking sick. So I couldn't take those vitamins anymore. They were just like too strong for my body. So I started doing more research and I read about Lithium Orotate. I haven't taken it, but I did order it. That was like my last resort, was Lithium Orotate. And since I had the suicidal thoughts and the depression, when it was really bad in January, what I would do is I would take a little bit of Benadryl and that would help take it away. And then I noticed it only started creeping in like around my periods. So then I found out about PMDD, and so I thought, you know, this is definitely something I could possibly have also, because around my periods, then that's when your hormones start getting out of whack and crazy and all that stuff. That's a whole nother fucking subject, and I've never been diagnosed with that either, but I'm an information junkie, so I read a lot. And then I came across these, which is called L-theanine. There we go. I ordered these off Amazon, and when I first ordered these, I took a whole one thinking, oh, okay, this will make my anxiety go away. So my anxiety started getting like really bad just when I could feel the, like, you know, the suicidal thoughts coming on. So what I would do is I would take a whole one of these and it would knock me the fuck out. Like, I would be so tired I couldn't even get up and like cook dinner. So I did that for about 2 days and I was like, okay, I need to figure out the dosage because my body is so sensitive. It was already sensitive before, but now I feel like since I have my implants out, like, it's like my body is like pure. I don't know what's going on with it. So what I do is I will take one of these and I'll open it up right here. You can open these up and then I just pour the stuff out of it, and I'll take probably about that much. I don't know how much it would be, but let me dump it out so I can show you. This is the most ghetto vitamin review ever. I take about that much. So when you put the cap on, it looks like this. Can you see it? So that's about how much I take, and it works. Like, even today, my period's supposed to start today, and I was getting a little edgy, kind of was mean to Jay whenever he was at home. I took a little bit and it just makes you feel so much better. Like, it's not anything that makes you feel jittery, doesn't make you feel too relaxed unless you take too much of it, and it really has been working for me. So as of right now, this is the only thing I take for whenever I start getting anxiety. But other than that, I'm so happy that I got my boobs out, and I love the new ones. Let me sit up so you guys can see. I love the new ones. I think they're great. Like, yay, I love them. And I don't wear bras anymore, and the only thing I do miss is the fullness of how full fake boobs look on top. But at this point in my life, I got fucking bigger fish to fry. I don't care about what my cleavage looks like. But, and I mean, I can still push it up and make it look amazing. So I don't know, I love my new boobs. I think it was the best decision I ever made, besides that little hiccup, which, you know, happened in January, and then my hormones had to level back out, and I'm just now getting back to normal in April. You know, I would definitely recommend, if you have implants, to take them out before it's too late and your body starts getting all fucked up, especially if you have silicone. I had saline, thankfully. As for now, no long-term damage has been done, except for my mental health, but I think that's acquired from my mother because she's a fucking nut job. But other than that, everything's great. We're back on track, and I'm just waiting out this fucking quarantine, you guys. Holy fucking shit, what kind of world are we living in right now? This is like some movie shit. Like, it's so weird. I don't even understand. But I love you guys. Thank you for listening to me ramble. Thank you for this little story time. I try to just kind of put it all in a nutshell for you guys. And yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for just loving me in all my fucking hot mess expressness. All right? Love you guys. Bye.